I said, yes, I'm in. This is going to be, for my family, the biggest opportunity ever. Go through so much to get here. Had to fight through 14 months in the trenches, building Momentis from nothing. So they said, how would you like to run Momentis? My first reaction was, no thank you. I love being an independent rep. Then I started thinking, how special is it that an independent representative now gets a chance to make the decisions that actually takes it to the next level? The month of June, we smashed records. The month of July, we smashed June's records. The month of August went above what any of us even allowed ourselves to believe could happen. It's starting to take hold. People are beginning to believe. And it's not hard to believe when you're running into people making some weekly checks like you see from our leaders. I mean, it makes it easier to understand. And each time somebody takes that stand with us and creates something, it allows more people to believe. And that idea, that sense of this is the right place, right time, that there is a revolution happening inside of our industry, and it starts with Momentis.
Okay, good evening again to those logging in. My name is Gene Flynn, and it's an honor to share the presentation this afternoon with my co-presenter. I want to extend a special welcome to those who are here for the very first time, maybe looking at this for the first time and trying to get an answer to as to why people seem so excited about what we're about to share with you. I'm going to go through something fairly quickly because we've got so many new people on. And I want to just tell you that there's a company called Momentis that has had just incredible success in the United States and in Canada. And we're now poised to enter the United Kingdom. In fact, the UK will be the entry point for this company in Europe. Let me just talk a little bit about who we are. First of all, whoever invited you here today, when we finish up this afternoon or this evening, when we finish up, one of the most important things you can do is get back to them and get signed up while they are allowing you to join for free. You know, I looked at this business some while back. God has been good to me. I've been involved in the industry of network marketing for some 17, 18 years, and it's been just a financial blessing to me and my family. And I have looked at several energy marketing companies over the last few years and turned them all down. In fact, when I was asked to take a look at Momentis, I told the gentleman that called me, I said, look, I'll take a look just out of respect for you. But I've already looked at a lot of energy companies. I see what they're doing. It just doesn't excite me. I know it's a good product line. People's got to pay their energy bills all the time for the rest of their lives. I get it. But it just doesn't interest me. I wasn't interested. But I chose to look at this just out of respect for the person who called me. And I even told him before I went down to look, said, I'll come down, but don't expect me to join. You know, I'll take a look, but I'm not going to join. I just, out of respect, I'll look. I honestly had not planned to join this company. And I flew down to Dallas, Texas, and met with the owners and took a look. Met some of the top money earners in the company. And in make a long story short, I was flat out blown away. I had never seen a company with a compensation plan that had such a low threshold for qualifying to get bonuses. I mean, their qualification to release bonuses is one of the lowest, easiest qualification thresholds I've ever seen. And it has caused them to pay bonuses in the tens of thousands of dollars weekly. Now, the company is called Momentis. And one of the reasons we're so excited, they have people in the U.S. and in Canada that are earning 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, 80, $90,000 a week and more weekly. I had never seen anything that grew that fast. The reason that you're on this website today is because this company called Momentis is now in the pre-launch for the UK. Their track record in America and in Canada is unparalleled. They are flat out breaking records. And for those who are here, and you may have already seen a company, you may already know about a company that's marketing energy in the UK. I'm going to tell you how this is happening, but I promise you, you have not seen a company with a compensation plan, with a wide variety of product mix, that is paying money on a weekly basis at the level of Momentis. And because we're in the pre-launch in the UK, we haven't even rolled out the actual product mix or the United Kingdom's compensation plan. Because we're in pre-launch, they are allowing us to enroll people who can, if this intrigues you, you'll be allowed to join today, get a website that looks just like this, and you can join and start building your team in advance of the launch. So how is this happening? Very quickly, it's about an opportunity. And there's a word called deregulation, and it virtually equals opportunity. Deregulation is what the governments around the world are doing right now to big monopolies. It started in the 1970s with the airline industry. You know, prior to the 1970s in America, there was only one or two big airlines. And so air travel was extremely expensive. But the government stepped in and forced competition. See, when there's no competition, a company can charge pretty much whatever they want. They don't have any competition, so you either pay what they're charging or you don't get the service. Well, the government stepped in and deregulated the airline industry. In America, we got companies like JetBlue, Southwest, United, American, US Airways. There's a bunch of them popped up. In the UK, you got companies like EasyJet, Ryanair, and literally a lot of other airlines got started in the 70s. But in the process, tens of thousands of millionaires were created. Many became millionaires because they started an airline. Others became millionaires because they became chief executive officers, or some of the top executives in some of these airlines. But thousands upon thousands of people became millionaires because they simply invested in the stock that was created by the deregulation of airlines. Now, the same thing happened again in the late 80s and 90s in the telecom industry. Same process. I remember years ago in America, when if we wanted to make a long distance phone call to the UK, it could easily cost us $2, $3, $4 and more per minute. It's extremely expensive because there's only one or two ways we could do it. Well, then the government stepped in and forced competition into that industry. And out of that telecom deregulation, we got companies like Sprint, Verizon. I mean, you got the BlackBerry, the Blueberry, the iPhone, all that stuff came out of deregulation of telecom. In the UK, you've got dozens of ways now you can make a phone call. But that process brought rates down tremendously. Phone calls became so much cheaper. Now, they're still expensive, but it's a lot less expensive than it was. But in the telecom deregulation, tens of thousands of millionaires were created. The same thing happened right now in energy deregulation. Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the world, said that the deregulation of energy will create the greatest transfer of wealth in history. Why is that happening? Because again, up until very recently, there were only a few energy providers, and therefore the cost of energy was very expensive. Now, it's still expensive, but it's a lot less expensive than it was. But this deregulation is still going on. There are companies right now in the UK for the last few years marketing energy at a somewhat reduced cost. But the more competition there is, the better the rates you tend to get. So in the UK now, you've got companies like British Gas, InPower. You know, there's a lot of different ways you can get energy now. And because of the competition, the rates are lower. That's why we're excited about Momentis. Momentis is the marketing arm for a company called Just Energy. Just Energy is a company out of Canada. It's owned by the richest woman in Canada, Rebecca McDonald. She started this sometime back, built a multi-billion-dollar company. They're now publicly traded on the Canadian and the New York Stock Exchange. And this is the first time I've ever had a chance to work with a network marketing company that is funded by a publicly traded company. That's one of the reasons why the Momentis compensation plan is so rich. They've got money. They have investors. They've got plenty of money for the rollout. They're not operating on just daily cash flow. The people running this company have given Andy McWilliams, the chief executive officer and president, he has been given more than $350 million just to roll this company out into a variety of countries. Therefore, they are paying compensation over and above what they are earning. They expect to lose money for the first 2 or 3 years in paying bonuses because they understand the profit motive on the back end. Now, what does all this mean to you? It means to you, Abby and Elvis, Alex, Alan, it means to you you're in the right place at the right time, Anne-Marie, Angela Harris, Andrew, Anthony, Robbins, all the people on here, Bert, Brent, Bria, Bridget, Charles, Caroline, Damien, Dawn, Edith. You're in the right place at the right time. The problem with being in the right place at the right time, however, is usually when you're in the right place at the right time, you don't know it. It's usually when you look back and you are no longer in the right place at the right time, you realize I was in the right place at the right time. I remember when Google first started. Google, a silly name. I don't know who came up with the name Google. All of us on this website today, we know about a company called Google. But when Google first started 10, 15, 20 years ago, it was a penny stock. I mean, you could have bought thousands of shares of Google for a few pounds or a few dollars. Today, Google is some of the most expensive stock in the world. Google has created tens of thousands of millionaires in just the last few years. Now, here's my point. Where would you be today had you or your parents invested in Google 10, 15 years ago? You'd be a multi-millionaire today, if not a billionaire. See, you were in the right place at the right time, but you didn't know it. Well, today, because of what's happening in Momentis and the income they're generating wherever they go, and we're now in pre-launch in the UK, you are in the right place at the right time. But what will you do with it? See, here's the point. Momentis is in pre-launch. Whoever called you today, whoever sent you, whoever got you to this website today, when this ends, you need to call them back and says, okay, that guy talks funny. He's got a funny accent. He talks too fast. But gee, what he said kind of interests me. You want to get their website and it'll look just like this. And there's a sign up link right here. You can click the sign up and they'll let you join today for free. Now you'll have to pay before we launch, but it allows you to build your team in advance of the launch. We've got people on this website today like Deborah Maddock, Angela Harris, Angela Baptiste, Shia. There's a bunch of them on, Bolani Sultan, Rashid, I may pronounce the name incorrectly, Chaudhry, Daniel Maddock, Kingsley Amechi, Paul Mudando, Chidi Odamina, Bianca Sabhara Grant, Sylvester Demi Okoje. There's Bong Panalagan. There's a bunch of them that have already built teams of 10, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 300 people. Imagine the income they'll make when the launch is announced within a few weeks. But what does it mean to you? This is a listing of some of the products we're offering in America. They're all services. See, I've been involved in companies where you're selling products. And every month you got to go back to your customers and try to sell them some more product. I've sold juice. I've sold pills and potions and lotions and creams and powders and garments. I've sold those things. And every month you got to qualify again. So you go back to your customers and say, listen, John, listen, I appreciate you. You bought a case of juice for me last month, but I got to qualify for this month. I'm trying to get promoted. Can you buy another few bottles of powder? Can you buy some more coffee? Can you buy 3 or more bottles? I got these great pills. And you're always trying to sell some product because you got to qualify every month. Pretty soon your friends and family don't want to see you because every time they see you, they know you're going to try to sell them something else. Well, Momentis is not like that. As you'll hear in a minute or two, they are marketing services. See, you never have to go back and sell your friends some more electricity. You never have to go back and ask, do they need any more internet? Is their supply of TV running out? See, these are things that people are going to pay for every single month for the rest of their lives anyway. Now, we're marketing started out in several states in America in different products, but now we're marketing some products in every state in America and in Canada, but we are more excited about what's about to happen in the UK. The UK is the entry point for Europe. So I want to stop right here, and I want to switch gears for a second. There'll be about a 30-second pause. I want to bring on a lady that I have a lot of respect for. I met her, and I actually heard about her before I even met her. We were both in the previous company together. We're in different parts of it. She was not in my team. I was not in her team. But I watched her build one of the strongest organizations in the whole company globally. She built a team of several thousand people in just a few months. She actually earned tens of thousands of dollars monthly in that company. And I know for a fact she had very little help from her upline team. Her upline team almost never came to help her. I was in the same company. I live in America, but I came to the UK every month to help my team. I was constantly in the UK. I spent tens of thousands of dollars of my own money helping my team in the UK. Her team didn't do that, and she still succeeded. I had no choice but to respect what she did. And when I heard that the UK was one of the next countries to be open with Momentis, they asked me if I could find some leaders in the UK to help them launch this business in the UK. And she was one of the people that was in my mind. And I worked with another lady who found her. We got her, and she flew to Dallas, Texas back in February to look at this company. And she has become one of the top UK expansion leaders. She's married. She's a wife, a mother, a very good businesswoman, and it is my honor and a privilege to work with her in launching the UK in the UK, the Momentis in the UK. Help me welcome a top UK expansion leader, Miss Gloria Giojaja. Gloria, I'm going to turn my mic off, remove my slides, and turn it all over to you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, let's begin. I just want to thank you, Mr. Flynn, for those kind words, and I just want to also thank you for your dedicated, continuous leadership skills. You've been such an amazing leader, and your efforts are just undevoted. There, you constantly keep on throwing it at us. So that's fantastic. Thank you for that. I'd also like to thank Shia for sharing this phenomenal business opportunity with me, and it's been an honor and a privilege to work alongside both of you. I'm really extremely humbled. But I'd like to start off by sending off a very, very warm welcome to all our new guests. It's really important that we welcome you, so welcome, 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 because this opportunity will change your life. You're in the right place at the right time, like Mr. Flynn keeps on saying, and a very, very big congratulations to all our hundreds and hundreds of reps who've reached the first leadership rank of Senior Director. Well done, well done. Keep up the good work and keep it going. Now, what I'm about to discuss with you is the compensation plan. You know, people normally say, show me the money. And I'm about to show you the money right now. The money will blow your mind. This is a phenomenal compensation plan Momentis has for us. And I'm so excited. I really am so excited. I really try to contain myself, especially as we get closer to the launch. Now, it's really important for you to gain a good understanding of a compensation plan. And the reason for that is you need to be able to maximize your financial earning potential in any business. And having recently reviewed several multi-level marketing compensation plans, just recently, I have not yet seen or found a compensation plan close to what I'm about to share with you. And that's the honest truth. Now, this Momentis comp plan, it's not only outstanding, it's in a class of its own. Now, let's start off with relationship marketing. Now, relationship marketing, or people understand it as network marketing, is becoming the most popular business model and used predominantly by companies to sell their merchandise. And we've heard of several other multi-level companies out there. Now, this is where a customer is referred to a particular commodity or a service, either by a friend, a colleague, or a relation. Now, Momentis is the customer acquisition arm of the company Just Energy, like Mr. Flynn has talked about. And they really understand that a relationship is the glue, the actual glue that gets the customer to stick. Now, in Dallas, whilst we were in Dallas, we kept on hearing things like the sticky customer. Now, when a customer, it's quite obvious when a customer is referred by a friend, a relative, or a colleague, they're obviously more likely to stick or be loyal to a company when referred to that company through a friend or a relative. So this model works. It works well. So instead of using the traditional marketing approach or concept where a company has to hire out or look for an advertising agency to obtain customers, they have chosen this particular approach, relationship marketing. So instead of paying out thousands and millions of dollars or pounds to that agency, advertising agency, what they've decided to do is share that money amongst me and you, independent reps. Now, Momentis has been earmarked £10 million per month to share amongst their independent reps. Now, that's phenomenal, and I haven't actually seen that before. That's phenomenal. So let's go to the next slide, which talks about the model we're going to use, a simple, basic business model. So what do we do here? We enroll a handful of customers, just a handful of customers, and then you teach others to do the same. So in other words, we duplicate each other. That's basically what it is. Now, as this is a business, obviously there's an investment involved when we go live. Right now we're enrolling for free, but when we do go live, when the launch happens, we will have to pay a certain amount of money for our registration. In the US, they're charged $299. So that's probably going to equate to what we have here in pounds. According to a law, a UK law, MLM companies can't charge more than £200 or £199 in their first 7 days. So it's quite obvious that it's going to be under £200 for our registration. Now, like I said, you can enroll for free now at this moment before we go live. You will get your own duplicated website, you'll get an ID number, and then you can have the opportunity to start to build your team. And that's really important, guys. That's a privilege. I know for a fact that when we do go live, some people are going to say that they don't have their $199 or $180 or whatever the price may be at that time. And to be honest with you, that should be a reality check for you, because if you've been working for 2 to 5 years, and I know most of us have been in jobs for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. Now, if you haven't been able to put £200 aside for an opportunity like this, or for an emergency, I doubt whether if you continue to work for the next 2, 5, 10, 15 years, whether you'll have the same amount then. So please, please, it's quite serious that once we go live, everybody pays their registration fee, even if you have to go out and borrow it. It's really time to start cleaning up our acts and getting busy. Now, they pay us 5 ways, and it's quite important that one of the bonuses are immediate income, because if people have gone and borrowed money to start up their business, they would need a way to get that money back, their initial investment back, as soon as possible. Now, the immediate income is designed to get that initial investment back quickly. Okay, and then we have various bonuses, the mentor bonus, the leadership bonus, my team bonus, and residual income. Now, this is designed, obviously, to make you monthly recurring income for many, many years to come. It is actually the slow money, but it's definitely the for sure money. So let's go ahead and talk about the immediate income. Now, the immediate income, more or less, starts with you. Now, the first step is to get you qualified. And how do you become qualified? You become qualified by acquiring 3 customer points. Now, 3 customer points does not mean 3 customers, getting 3 customers involved or trying to acquire 3 customers. No, 3 customer points means 3 services. Now, the website in front of this gentleman will give you 2 customer points. Now, that website is the only recurring order that we're going to have to do on a monthly basis, and in the States, they're paying about $25 on a monthly basis for their website. But remember, guys, it'll give you 2 customer points. Now, all you need right now is to pick up 1 more service, and that could be the electricity. That will give you an extra customer point, because each service equates to a point. So the gentleman in front of us has now qualified 2 customer points from the website and 1 customer point from the electricity, meaning that he's got 3 customer points. And guess what happens here? Immediately he becomes qualified, the company now rewards him with a $100 belief check. We call this the belief check, so that people now believe that they're going to be paid. Now, right now, he hasn't actually done anything. He's only qualified himself. He hasn't referred anybody. He hasn't spoken to anybody. He hasn't got any customers, but he's already started to become paid. Now, that's amazing, because there's not many companies out there that will pay you for literally just qualifying to earn their bonuses. What happens here? We're continuing on the immediate income. Now, if he goes out and acquires another 5 extra customer points, making it 10 customer points in his first 60 days, the customer will reward him with another $100. So he's more or less almost covered his initial investment. Now, if he continues to go out there and acquire another 5 points, which equates to 15 points within his first 90 days, the company will reward him with another $100. He's more or less covered his initial investment. Okay? He can continue as well. If he goes out there and acquires another 5 points, that makes it a total of 20 customer points in his first 120 days in 4 months, which then the company will reward him with another $100. So he's more or less covered more than his initial investment here. So this is the pathway of the initial immediate income. Now, I want you to understand and pay attention right now. 20 customer points is all you need for your Momentis career. Throughout the career of you being in Momentis, you only need to acquire 20 customer points to reach the highest rank, which we're going to talk about. There's an ongoing promotion that tends to happen when a company is launched, and they normally expect or require that once you register, if you can gain 10 customer points in your first 10 days of enrolling, the company will reward you with $1,000. And on top of that, the person that's personally sponsored you will get $250. So there's a whole heap of money to be made initially. We haven't talked about the other bonuses. We're going to talk about the other bonuses now. But also remember that customer points pay you and customer points promote you. So it is important that right now we start pitching for our customers. Prior to launch, identify your customers. So when we do go live, you won't be hesitant in, where am I going to get my 10 customer points to gain my $1,000? So start pitching your customers, get your customers prepared. We can't enroll them now, but have them prepared. So when we do go live, you've got your 20 customer points out of the way within the first week. I'm saying first week, worst case scenario, 2 weeks. So that's sorted. Your customer points are sorted. If you want more, it's up to you. But 20 customer points, guys, is what we need. Now let's talk about the second way we earn money. The second way we earn money is to build a team. To build a team of reps, because this will truly leverage your efforts. And the first 3 people you introduce into the business are called, like the screen says, my team. You build your team of 3. Now guess what happens here? They have to do what you did. They need to also qualify to be able to earn bonuses and commissions from the company. So you start teaching them what you've done. And they enroll with the website, like the lady in front of us has taken on the website that's given her 2 customer points. She's taken on the direct TV. She's now got 3 customer points. She's now fully qualified for the bonuses and the commissions available for her in this compensation plan. The gentleman in the middle, he's also qualified with 3 customer points, 2 from the website, and he's taken on the electricity. He's now qualified. The lady at the far end, she's taken on the website that's given her 2 customer points as well, and she's taken on the 4G wireless that's given her 3 customer points. So guess what happens here, guys? Remember that belief check? They all receive a belief check of $100 before doing anything else. Now once they get their belief check, guess what happens to you? You get a check, a mentor bonus from each of them, $100 from each of these people. So if they're being paid, you get paid. Now in this company, if you don't get paid until the reps that you've enrolled get paid, which is a fantastic opportunity. So it's not only those that are on the top that make money. The money starts to be built from the bottom upwards, which is phenomenal. Now what happens here is, once you have a team of 6, now that can happen directly or indirectly. It can happen in any type, in any combination. But once you have a team of 6 and they've all qualified with 3 customer points and they all receive their $100 belief check, guess what happens to you? You also get $100 from them, and then you're now promoted to the first leadership position, which we call Senior Director. Now I just want to take a step back here. Remember, we said a team of 6, directly or indirectly, will now promote you to the first position of Senior Director. Now things start to look real good at this position. At the Senior Director position, guess what happens? When you now go out and personally introduce people to this momentous opportunity, the company rewards you with a mentor bonus, not of $100 now, it's now increased to $150 per person. Now right in front of you, there's 4 people. You don't obviously have to stop at 4. 4 is like the minimum. You can enroll 10, 20, 30, however many people you want. Now, what happens is when these people go out to build their team or introduce others to the opportunity so they can start building their teams of 6, guess what happens to you? I'm waiting for the slide to take that on. I think it's frozen again. Right. I've been told that somebody can see the next slide. Well, I can't, so I'm just going to, however, continue. So when your team go out there and introduce this opportunity to other people to build up their teams, guess what happens? The company now rewards you 2 unlimited levels, 50, 50, 50, 50, $50 to unlimited levels. Now that's absolutely amazing because this is till infinity. And remember, this is your SD code. Now your SD code is the first code, but it's a very, very important code because this is the code where people get really excited. Now once you help at this code 4 people reach the rank of senior director, you're now promoted to what we call another of the bonuses called My Team Bonus. Now that My Team Bonus is because you've now been promoted to what we call a regional director. Now the regional director is where you can now tap into My Team Bonus. My Team Bonus is basically a weekly check match on the first 3 people that you've enrolled. So you get a 25% check match on the first person, the second person, and the third person. Now it doesn't stop there because remember, they're also building their teams of 3. So they've got their teams of 3. You get also, in your second level, a 10% check match, a weekly 10% check match once they get to regional director. It doesn't also stop there because it goes to your third generation. You also get another 10% check match on their 3. So your second generation's 3. So in all together, you've got a weekly check match at regional director of 39 people on a weekly basis. Now this is a lot of money. Now in the States, when they talked about, in the States, we talk about regional director. And I kept on hearing people say real dough, real, you know, and that was quite fascinating because then when I calculated how much they can earn at regional director, it really shocked me. But I also heard one fascinating thing. People were calling it the zip code changing rank. And I call it actually here in the UK, it's going to be the postcode changing rank for us in the UK. We're going to be able to change our postcode. For example, if you're not satisfied with where you're living, the postcode you're living at, you can, because of this position of being regional director, you can opt to now choose a lucrative or a really nice area where you can now move with your family for security, for schooling, whatever you want to do at this particular rank, you'll be able to afford it. There's a huge amount of money at regional director. So that's where you want to be. That's where you want to position yourself once we go live. Senior director is fantastic, but aim to become regional director by the time we go live. Your life will change. Now at this rank, what happens at this rank is each person you go out and introduce to the momentous opportunity, guess what the company pays you as mentor bonus? $250 per person you personally sponsor. Now there's 4 there, but you don't have to stop at 4. You can recruit 6, you can recruit 8, you can recruit 20. Now what happens when they go out and also introduce people to this business opportunity to build their teams? Now, once they do that, you get 2 unlimited levels, guys. Listen to this. $150 per person. 150, 150, 150, 150, 150. To infinity. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. This is serious money. Now, once at this rank, regional rank, you now help 4 people get to regional director rank. Guess what happens? You're now promoted to another rank, which is called national director. Now things start to look so much better at national director, so much better. And a lot of the national directors are amongst the top performance council because they earn the top in the company. And this is this is where you probably wouldn't want to do anything else. You probably would want to fire your boss at this time. It would be silly probably not to, and put all your effort into this. Now, once you go out and personally sponsor anyone into your team at this level, the company rewards you with $300 for your mentor bonus per person. Now, like I keep on saying, enroll 5, enroll 10, enroll 20. Don't just stop at 4. Now, once they go out and introduce their people to this opportunity, you are rewarded to unlimited levels, 200, 200, 200, 200, till infinity. This is a lot of money. I wish you can feel and see what I'm seeing. This is a lot of money. And the fact of the matter is that the company is so new, we don't have the next rank here. The next rank, which is international rank, international director, we don't have anybody in the whole of the company as international director, because once you help 4 people reach the rank of national director, you become an international director. Now at this level, once you personally introduce people into the business, the company rewards you with $325 for each person. That's your mentor bonus. And like I said, go crazy. Don't just enroll 4, 10, 20, 30. Amazing, amazing money. Now once they go out and also share this opportunity with their colleagues, their friends, their family, the company rewards you to unlimited levels, to infinity, 225, 225, 225, 225. It goes on and on and on and on. It's absolutely amazing. We were notified about 2 months ago that 4 people in the National Director Code had turned into millionaires at National Director. So you do the calculation for International Director. Just amazing money, outrageous money. I haven't seen a compensation plan like this, guys. We must take advantage of this. It's just too good not to. Now I want to recap here very basically. Just please remember that at your senior national director code, people are still enrolling. So you're still earning the 50s till unlimited levels on a weekly basis. That's added to your weekly check. Now remember, at your regional director code, your team's still growing at that code. People are still enrolling people. So you're still earning the 150, 150, 150, 150 till unlimited levels added to your weekly check. At the national director code, you're still earning the 200s, 200s, 200s till unlimited levels, because they are still enrolling people and they're still excited about the opportunity at that level. At international director code, you're still going to be earning your 225s, 225s, 225s to unlimited levels on a weekly basis, because your team will continue to grow. Now all this added together for your check on a weekly basis. Now whoever can tell me that they earn more than this on a weekly basis, I would like to see your check, because I haven't come across somebody that would earn this amount of money all calculated together on a weekly basis doing a 9-to-5 job. It's not possible. In Momentis, it is possible. Absolutely possible. It's absolutely amazing. Now, I don't want to talk too much or go into too much detail on the residual income, because this will definitely happen. If you stay long enough into the business to make this happen, it will be inevitable. On a monthly basis, you, as customers are joining into your team, your reps are bringing in customers, and your customer base is growing. And people are using their electricity, switching on their TV, watching the TV, using their phone, doing their washing up, using the internet. You're going to be paid a healthy residual income every single month. Now that is the real money, and that's what we obviously want to aspire to. You want to aspire to where you've got a hefty monthly income And this is what Momentis will give you. Now this basically sums it up, guys. There is only one success. And that success is for you listening to me, to be able to spend your life. It's your life. You only have one life in your own way. Not a life that's been dictated for you. Because it's your life. It needs to be your way. Now I'd just like to add to that, before I pass you back to Mr. Flynn for our quick start training, I want to inform you of a secret. Thousands of lives are going to be transformed in the UK in the next few months, when this the next few weeks, once this launches. Now we are blessed. We are also privileged to be in this position at this point of time, to be able to build our teams prior to this launching. Guys, this is not a joke. Let's take advantage of this advantage. Because like Mr. Flynn keeps on saying, if you don't use an advantage, you're gonna obviously lose it. Now the type of income you're gonna receive, or you're gonna see with this advantage that you'll take now, it's probably going to be the most income you'd ever see in a week or in a month in the whole of your lifespan when this launches. Guys, let's run with this. Let's take this seriously. Let's double our efforts. Let's make this happen. If not for you, for your children, for your children's children, for your generation, for your family. Let's make that change now. Let's make it happen. This opportunity will only happen once. Pre-launch will only happen once. And now I'm going to pass you back over to Mr. Flynn to continue with our quick start training. So I want to thank you for listening to me. God bless you all, and I'll see you all at the top. This is Gloria Georgiaja, over and out.
Well, okay, thanks so much, Gloria. Listen, everybody, I hope you got something what she says. We're running a little late, so I'm just going to show a couple of slides for the quick start training. We won't go into any great detail on the training. I just want to tell you this. Gloria covered everything. She covered everything. The only thing I want to tell you is because we are very close to the launch, I do want to show you just 2 or 3 different slides and tell you what you want to do in the interest of time. I don't want to hold you any longer than we have to. What you want to do for those who are on, I know we've got a lot of new guests on. Some I don't know. I see Keel Wicks, Anne Marie, Mrs. Myers. I can't even call all the names of the new people on. There's so many of them on. And those that are here and already building teams. I see Michelle Sweeney Fenton. And here's the point. Momentus is real. It's not a joke. What you want to do is, whoever invited you here today, get back to them and ask them to send you their website link. You click on the link in their email. It'll look like this. You get your own website set up. You want to get that done as fast as you can. It takes about 5 minutes to enroll. They won't ask you for credit card information, no banking information. All they want to know is your name, your date of birth, your email address, just how to communicate with you, because we're expecting the launch to happen within the next couple of weeks. But when it happens, you don't want to just be sitting with just yourself. You want to have a team already coming together. Get your website set up. Do this as fast as you can. Don't waste. This is a no-risk, non-binding opportunity we can get in position. Now, you will have to pay when we launch. We don't know what the cost is going to be yet. Probably, as Gloria mentioned, something around 190 pounds or something like that. Something comparable to $299 in American. But you don't have to wait till then to do that. One of the key positions is senior director. You heard us talk about, we already have hundreds of senior directors in our team already, and we haven't even launched. All that is enrolling at least 3 people yourself and 6 in your team. Now, no one gets paid until customers are acquired. You don't get paid just because you recruit someone, okay? Yeah, you don't get paid just because you recruit somebody. You get paid when you get your customer points. That's important. And the way Momentus is doing it, you get 2 customer points just for enrolling and getting the website set up. All you need is 1 more customer point to release the bonus. You want to get in position just like Gloria said about that. 3 things you want to focus on real quick. I got to wrap up. Math, which is every business focuses on math, how many customers you need, how many clients you need. Every business works like that. Well, in Momentis, you want to focus the numbers on how much value that has. When you're a senior director and you want to get there as fast as you can, whenever someone is qualified as a senior director, every time somebody else comes into your team and gets qualified, you earn a $50 bonus whether you enroll them or not. So if 10 people came into your team and you're a senior director, assuming they got qualified, now you don't pay them. The company pays them. The money that they earn doesn't come from you. The company pays them for what you did. 10 people, that's $500. 100 people in a week, that's $5,000. Remember, if it took you a month to do that, that's still $5,000. Or whatever it is. The next most important part of any business is volume. How much is each customer worth to you? How much is each representative worth to you? Well, here's a great example. If you are a senior director or a regional director, you can see the difference in value. I'm going to go through this real quick because we're running out of time. My point is, which would you rather be, a senior director or a regional director? Clearly, the income is substantial. Now, if it took you a year to do these numbers, still, that's significant income to you for that period of time. The third part of every business is frequency. How often does each client or customer buy from you? Every business focuses on that. In most businesses, we've got to keep selling our customers every month. We've got to keep going back because buying from you one month doesn't pay you for the next month. But in Momentis, it does. You never have to go back and sell more electricity. People, I don't even remember who hooked me up to electricity, but I pay my electric bill every month for the rest of my life. I don't remember how I got the internet, but it's a monthly bill. That's a key point for you to remember. Now, bottom line is, what do you do now? For all senior directors, we've got a lot of seniors that really don't understand the value of their position. If you're on this website today and you're already a senior director, I see several of them here, it is critical. It is critical that you understand the value of that position. You need to get a copy of our business presentation. We've sent that out to some of the leaders. If you're a senior director and you don't have a copy of our business presentation, email me. Write me, call your upline. We will send you the presentation for you to learn that presentation. You need to start showing that presentation several times a week. You don't want Momentis to launch and you just got 6 people in your team. That won't make you much money. You will not get paid. Those who are here today, you will not get paid just because you are on this website today. You don't get paid because you are always on the training. You get paid based on the number of other people you have on the website. That's about building a team. You want to start helping to lead your team. Show the president one-on-ones. That's when you show the business to one person. We call it a one-on-one. A two-on-one. That's you and one other person showing it to your friend. Very simple. Or a home meeting. Get your presentation. It's very simple to do. And then stay in contact with the members of your team. We need to be encouraging our team members to keep building. Remember, one of the drawbacks to joining this business for free, sometimes when you get something for free, you treat it like it's free. And when something is free, sometimes we don't give it the right value. Sometimes maybe we shouldn't let people join for free. Because when you got in for free, you might think it's not worth anything. That's a big mistake. Don't treat this business like it was given to you. Don't treat this like it's a 200-pound business. As Gloria mentioned, there are people already earning $30, $50, $70, $80, $90, $100,000 and more per week with this little $300 business. You've got to put the right value to it. I implore you, don't treat this business like it's something somebody gave you. That's one of the biggest weaknesses, because they're allowing us to join for free. You treat it like it's free. Help your team get in position. Now, get your website set up. Don't wait on that. Call them tonight and send you a link. I don't understand everything. That guy talks funny, but if I can get a website set up, let me go ahead and do that while I learn. And you can earn while you learn. Get your website set up. Now, Learn and teach, especially the seniors. Learn and teach your team how to grow. This is about building a team of people who are building a team of people who are building a team of people. Teach these scripts. One of the easiest ways to build your team is learn this sentence number 2. If I say, Mrs. Myers, if I can show you a way to get paid off of bills and services you're already paying every month, would you be able to take a look? Just learn that question, you see? And then when they ask you questions, just recite 1 or 2 of these points. We don't want, Keel or Anne Marie or anybody, or Nana, Moni, Modupe. We don't want you trying to recite the presentation you heard us do. Just say to them, listen, you know what? I just saw this. I'm excited about it. I don't have all the answers. All I know is it pays big upfront money every week. It's simple and easy to duplicate. Number 4 one is one of the easiest ones you can say is number 4. You and your friends are already paying for it anyway. It's already in your budget. Number 8, it can save you and your household some money. Just remember some of these things and just invite them to our website for presentations. Now, everybody you talk to is not going to say yes. We're always going to have people who say, I don't believe it, I don't like it, I don't think it'll happen, or I don't want to get paid on my bills. I mean, it's crazy that somebody will say, you know what, no, I prefer not to make money on my electric bills. I'd rather somebody else make all the money. It doesn't matter why they're saying no. But when someone says no, don't get upset with them, Millie. Don't get upset with them, Miss Mercy, Mike Johnson. Just say to them, listen, hey, Paul, hey, John, Nelson, it's okay, no problem. I know this may not be for everybody. It might not be for you, but this is coming back to you soon by somebody else. It's too good not to come back. Listen, John, just do me a favor. When you're contacted again by somebody else, before you make a decision to join, just call me back. Since I brought this to you first, do you think that's fair? Your friend's going to say, yeah, they think that's fair, because it is fair. Just keep it simple. Keep it moving. Don't beg anybody. Don't spend too much time pleading with somebody. If they don't see it, they don't see it. Now, you want to use our websites to keep building. We do this presentation every Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. This webcast is, we call it a safety net. If you're in an area where you don't have anybody to work with you, you don't have a good team leader, or you don't know how to explain it, all you want to do is invite your people to this website. You can do that 3 times a week, every Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and we will present it for you. Don't avoid building the business because you don't know how to explain it. Simply invite them to this website and make sure you tell them to use their own name to log in so they don't stop because they think they need a password. Get your website set up. It's free temporarily. Get in position to build your team as fast as you possibly can. Now, once you get your website, when you finish enrolling, don't forget this code. This is what you'll need to get back to your website. This secure.momentus.net/mcenter. Just write that down, save it on your laptop, make it a favorite so you can get back to it. The system is going to give you a rep ID number, and you will choose a password. That's what you need to get back in your back office so you can watch your team grow. You can go back and run a report, and it'll show you how many are in your team on an ongoing basis. Now, remember this in closing. You are not the only person that knows your friends. If you don't tell your friends about Momentus, somebody else or some of their other friends will. Tell your friends about it. Help people out. Stay plugged in. Call your team that is already a part of your team. Help them understand the value of staying plugged in. Don't miss this opportunity. As Gloria said, you have an advantage. I always say, but you cannot save your advantage. You must either use your advantage